Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. So first off, let me introduce myself first. My name is Carl Eshu Daniel, but you may call me Carl. So before I start our presentation, did you ever heard or remember about tenses that we have learned in primary school or secondary school? Agree? Yes. So let's delve through the tenses that we are going to learn today. So our topic selection for the presentation in our group is the solar system. So the tenses are divided by three parts, which is present tense, future tense, and past tense. So without further ado, I will let my friend to explain first regarding of the present tense.
So, hello, I will continue this presentation, but before that, I will introduce myself first. My name is Nurul Izzati binti Heri, and I will explain about present simple and present continuous tense. So, let's get it to the first part, which is present simple. So, present simple is basically describing actions that happen regularly or facts. Okay, for example, the idea is ancient. So the structure is easy, which is subject plus verb. Okay, let's move on to the second part. Okay, for the next slide, which is present continuous. So present continuous is all about what is happening right now. So as you can see on the slide, the example, NASA is considering developing an interstellar probe. So the structure is subject plus is or rom plus verb plus ing. So the verb plus ing is also known as gerund. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ayuni Hani binti Hasan, and I will continue our presentations with present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used for past actions that are related to or continue into the present. To detect if the sentence has a present perfect tense is if this sentence there's a has or have, it is a present perfect tense. For example, it has never been directly observed, but its existence is predicted based on mathematical models observations of comets that likely originate there. The present perfect tense for this example is it has never been directly observed. It has. There is a has in the sentence, so it is a present perfect tense. Next is present perfect continuous tense is used to talk about something that started in the past and it's continuing in the present time. To detect if in the sentence there is a present perfect continuous is if in the sentence there is a verb with ing and before it there is a has or have, so it must have has or have plus ing. Okay, so for these examples, nevertheless, documenting Milankovitch cycles in the deepest stretches of Earth, history has been challenging. For this example, the present perfect continuous is Earth deepest stretches of Earth. History has been challenging. The challenge At the end of words challenge, there's the ing, and before the challenging, there's the has, there's the word has. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I will continue this presentation by explaining simple future and future continuous. Let's get started with simple future. Simple future is an action or state that began and end in the future. This event have not happened yet but will happen sometimes in the future. So let's look at the example I found in an article. So the example is, it will eventually swell to swallow mercury. So why is the sentence is simple future tense? I will explain that to you. Okay. As we know, the formula for simple future is subject plus will plus verb plus object. So let's find which in this sentence is subject, the verb, and object. For the verb in this, for the subject in this sentence is it. The word it refers to the sun. Let's find the object. Object in this sentence is to swallow mercury. For the verb phrase will eventually swell. This phrase indicate an action that will happen in the future. The word will is used to show future tense, and swell means to expand or grow larger. Next, I will explaining future continuous. Future continuous is a verb tense that shows an action happening over a period of time in the future. Yes, so let's look at the example I found. The starting point, SNET said, will be establishing the enabling astrologistic infrastructure operating throughout the Earth-Moon system. So, why is this sentence is future continuous? Formula for future continuous is subject plus will or shall plus be plus verb plus ing plus object. So what is the subject in this sentences? Subject. So the subject is the starting point SNET said. What about the object? The object in this sentence is the enabling astrologistic infrastructure operating throughout the Earth-Moon system. So the verb is will be establishing. So as we know, the future continuous tense is used to describe an action that will be happening at a certain point in the future. So will be is the auxiliary verb that indicate the future tense, and establishing is the present participle. Verb plus ing.
Hello everyone, my name is Eloin Lim Vin. I will continue this video by explaining future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense. Let us move on to the next part, which is future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is a tense that refers to an action that will be completed at some point in the future before another specific time and event. The structure will be formed by using the auxiliary verb will have followed by the past participle by the main verb. Let us look into the example in the article. So from when one sign rise to the next, Mercury will have orbited the sun twice. The word will be continued by the past participle, which is orbited. So this sentence is obviously is a future perfect tense. The last part is future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect continuous tense is a verb tense that can be used to refer an action that will be continued until a certain of point in the future. The structure of future continuous tense is subject plus the helping verb, that is will have been, plus with the past participle. The article example is chaotic part of the solar system will have been swallowed by the sun. The example will have been, then continue with the past participle which is swallowed. Make this sentence is a future perfect continuous tense. So that is all from me. Hope that you guys can understand more about the future tense. Thank you.
So thank you to all of my friends that have already explained on the explanation about present tenses and future tense. So I will cover up all of the meaning for the past tense. I'm going to explain about simple past. So the reference that I took regarding about simple past related to solar system is about the discovery and formation of asteroids. So asteroids are the rocky remnants of material left over from the formation of the solar system and its planet approximately 4.6 billion years ago. So to take an example for the verb that is used is asteroids orbit the sun in highly flattened or elliptical circles, often rotating erratically, tumbling and falling through space. So the verb that is used in the simple past is usually located, flattened, which has the verb ed in the back of the sentence. So next off is about past continuous. So past continuous, I took the reference of it in the article called Earth. So which is the many layers and many features regarding about the Earth's inside. So the example that I took in the past continuous is the Earth was a dynamic and ever-changing planet, which is the verb that is used ing, and the sentence that was supportive of the verb which is the was, which has happened in the past. Okay, so next off is about past perfect. So past perfect, I took the article reference from the National Geographic Education, which is the resource for glacier. So in this article, I found out that the example that is used for the past perfect was had, which is the past. So for example, in this model, atmospheric greenhouse gases kept the oceans from freezing when the newly forming sun had only 70% of its current luminosity. So the past perfect verb that was used in this example is had only 70% of its current luminosity. Okay. So for the last past tense that I'm going to explain today, which is the past perfect continuous, that I took the reference from the Education National Geographic, which is the resource sun. So the sun is an ordinary star, one of about 100 billion in our galaxy, the Milky Way. The sun has extremely important influences on our planet. It drives weather, ocean currents, seasons, and climate, and make plant life possible. So for the example that I use for the past perfect continuous sentences is the sun had been burning through its hydrogen fuel for several million years, which is the past perfect continuous that is suitable for these sentences is had been, which is already had burning in the past million of years. So that's all about it from our presentation group. So I hope you can learn most of these tenses, which is the present tense, past tense, and future tense in a more accurate way. Thank you from our group. That's it.